Google Stitch just made Figma's stock drop 8% overnight after its new update. When a free product does that, you know that it has to be good. And when you combine it with Claude Code, everything that you build with AI looks completely different. The biggest mistake that people make with Claude Code has nothing to do with prompting. It's not your model. It's that you are asking Claude Code to do something it was never built to do. Claude Code is a back-end brain. It's incredible at logic, functionality, and structure, but when it comes to design, that's not what it's built for. And you've been asking it to do both. Stitch handles the design side completely. You build the look in Stitch, you hand the code over to Claude Code, and it then builds the product around it. But Stitch doesn't just give you a design, it auto-generates a design.md file, your entire design system in a one markdown document. Colors, typography, spacing rules, component guidelines. Drop it into your project once, and Claude Code has a designer's brain baked into every prompt that it runs. For every screen, page, and element that you prompt. That's the part that should worry designers. Now, if you want to copy our entire workflow and the prompts, then what you need to do is check out our free school community. There are currently over 19,000 members already there, and you should be one of them. The link is down in the description. But right now, let's explain what is Stitch, okay? So, you may be asking, what exactly is Stitch? Well, it's Google's free AI design tool. You give it a prompt or a screenshot, and it builds production quality front-end designs in just a matter of seconds. It's been around for quite a bit, but the 2.0 update rebuilt it on Gemini 3.1, and the output quality jumped massively. Its newest features give you a design.md file auto-generated with every design. That's your full design system in one file. You get MCP support, ideation mode where Stitch finds design inspiration for you, voice mode where you talk to it and it updates you live, and even canvas annotation where you draw on your design to direct changes. This is what people are calling vibe design. Same energy as vibe coding, you describe the vibe and the AI handles all of the execution for you. Now, before I show you the full workflow, let me quickly set up the connection, because there are two ways to do this, and you want to make sure that you pick the right one. Starting off with the first method, it is design.md, the quick and simple way, okay? You design in Stitch, you copy the design.md file that it generates, you drop it into your project folder, and then you tell Claude Code to follow that design system. It reads the file and it applies the design language to everything it builds. This gets you 80% of the way there. It's fast, it's simple, and there's no setup. And then method 2 is to use Stitch MCP, the full power version. This is also the one that I'm going to be using for today's demos. You connect Stitch directly to Claude using the MCP server, and if you don't know how, here's how. You go to Stitch and then you grab your API key and then you paste the connection command straight into Claude Code chat with your API key. Claude handles the rest, and the full command is inside our free school community. So you can just go over there, you can copy and paste it. Now Claude can see your actual Stitch designs, not just the markdown file, the real HTML, CSS, screenshots, design tokens. It reads the design directly and it replicates it. The difference with design.md alone, Claude interprets the rules. With MCP, Claude sees the actual design. That's a big gap, and you're about to see exactly why. I've already got Stitch connected to Claude Desktop right over here. Now, let's start building. Before you touch Stitch, you need a reference. Now, there's two options over here. Option 1 is to go to Pinterest or Dribble or any website and find a design that you love. And then what you're going to do is you're going to screenshot it. Option 2 is to go and ask Gemini or Claude to find the top 3 designs in your niche and give your design directions. It does the research and it gives me 3 visual options to choose from. There's no browsing involved. It just handles everything for me. Then what you need to do is you need to pick your reference, and there we got it. So now let's build. For the first build, we are going for an interior design website. We want something that's clean, elegant, and most importantly, high-end. The kind of site that makes someone trust you with their living room. Okay, so my prompt is going to be pretty simple. Create a landing page for a luxury interior design studio called Mason. Use the style from this screenshot. I want warm tones, editorial layout, and minimal text. And now, watch what it does. Immediately, do you see this? It's not just building a page, it's building a design system. There's warm neutrals, there is serif typography, there's consistent spacing. This is what would basically take a designer 3 hours just to set up, or at least a couple of hours. Stitch just did all of this in 30 seconds, not even a minute. And you see this panel over here? That's the design.md file being generated alongside the design. Every color value, every font choice, every spacing rule, it's documented automatically. This is what Claude is going to reference for every screen going forward. Now, if you're not feeling the layout, then what you do is you hit variant. Stitch then gives you multiple directions instantly, and you're not locked into the first thing that it generates. You can change it. If you want specific tweaks or something specific, then what you do is you just say, I want the hero text bigger, and basically just talk to it. Make the hero text bigger, and it updates everything live for you. There's no reprompting, and if you're using this, then there's also no typing even. Now, because I've already got the MCP connection set up, I don't even need to copy and paste. I can go straight into Claude Desktop, and it can already see everything that I designed in Stitch. My prompt is build a fully functional interior design website using the Stitch design as the foundation. Follow the design system in DesignMD. Add a portfolio gallery section, a contact form, and a service page. And now, look at what comes out. Claude didn't touch the design, it built the functionality around it. Portfolio gallery, the contact form, the service page, all of that is wrapped in a clean, luxury aesthetic from Stitch. And every new section follows the same design language because Claude has the design.md file and the MCP connection feeding it the actual design. Professional interior design website. That's pretty awesome. And we got it in under 10 minutes. There's zero design skills even needed over here. Now, watch what happens when we take this into a completely different type of product, because this is where most workflows fall apart. So now we are going to be going for a CRM dashboard. Dashboards kind of always look like someone threw a spreadsheet against the wall whenever AI is built in. Now, the aim here is to fix that. I am going to be looking for a clean SaaS dashboard reference, okay? Something with a dark sidebar, a clear data hierarchy, a modern card layout. Okay, now that we found it, let's go back over into Stitch, and I'm going to type in a prompt to create a CRM dashboard UI called Pipeline IQ. I want a dark sidebar navigation, clean card-based layout for contact management, and let's say use the structure from this screenshot. Okay, there we go. Now, Stitch pulls the design language from the reference and it builds a full system around it. Now, take a look at the sidebar. Consistent icon spacing, clear hierarchy. The cards, it's uniform padding, clear typography. This is what makes an app look like a real product instead of an AI prototype. I want to move this element over here and I want to make this icon bigger. I just draw directly on the canvas, I circle it and I write make this bigger, and then Stitch applies it. There's no prompting, just visual direction. That's the canvas annotation feature, and it makes iteration feel completely natural. So let's say you maybe want a lighter version. Then what you do is you swap the color scheme, you use the same structure, completely different feel, and I can decide which direction fits the brand before I write a single line of functional code. Now the design is locked and back over to Claude Desktop. And again, because of the MCP connection, Claude can already see everything. I'll add my prompt to build my CRM tool with the Stitch design as my front end. Claude then takes the design and it builds the product. Contact list to search, a deal pipeline, activity feed, all sitting inside that clean dashboard UI from Stitch. And because it's reading the actual design through MCP, the fidelity is almost perfect. A CRM tool that actually looks like something that people would pay money for. Zero credit spent on the design. Claude focuses on actual functionality, and you are separating design from the development. Let's look at this side by side. Same app concept, one built with Claude code alone, one built with Stitch first, then Claude. The functionality is identical. The difference is everything else. Look at the CRM. It's visually stunning, but here's what I really want you to see. It's not just one screen that looks good. It's every screen, dashboard, contacts page, settings, all the same fonts, same spacing, same color system, because Claude isn't guessing anymore. You are building apps that look like they were designed by one person with one vision, from the start to finish. Now, I want to be straight with you. Design.md isn't perfect yet. Important word that I use there is yet. Sometimes the fonts don't transfer exactly. Sometimes the spacing is slightly off. It's a starting point, not a finished product. But it raises the floor dramatically. Even at 80%, you are still miles ahead of what Claude produces on its own. And with the MCP connection, you close that gap even further. Design.md for the rules, MCP for the visuals, that's what gets you closest to a pixel-perfect result. If you want more workflows like this, plus the exact prompts, the design references, and the design templates that I used for both demos today, then I drop everything inside our free school community. The link is down in the description. And also, if you had fun on today's video, then give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, check out the other content on the channel, and don't forget to turn on those bell notifications so that you never miss another upload. And also check out the video that is popping up on the screen right now, and I will catch you on the next one.